I've heard you speak so much about the cast in your interviews here. Can you tell me what it's like to work alongside Helen Mirren as your wife?
Oh, Helen and I hit the ground running there last summer. We made a movie called The Thursday Murder Club. We didn't talk about what we had to do, we just knew what we had to do, especially when the script is so well founded. And this particular script, MobLand, is by Jez Butterworth and Ronan Bennett. I read it, I said, I'm in. Helen said, what do you think? I said, well, I'm going to do it. And she read it and she said she was in. And we showed up and just went to work.
And what's it like to work with Guy Ritchie as a director?
Wonderful. Guy Ritchie.
I would love to be a man that deserves a one-word answer from Pierce Brosnan, that is for sure.
No, it's wonderful. It was wonderful working with everyone. I had the time of my life. It was hard being away from Keeley and the boys. I went to work in November, December, 10 days off at Christmas, and then back in the trenches January. The fires happened back home in Malibu. Keeley had to deal with that. I had to go to work. So yes, everyone is given of themselves on this project. It's got heart, soul, style, sexy, and it's unexpected.
And this is all about paranoia, who to trust, who not to trust. Who from the cast would you trust the most with your life?
All of them. They're all great actors. This is a company of actors who know how to work. This is a company of actors who have the most wonderful texts from Jez Butterworth, Ronan Bennett. So you go to work and it's exhilarating. And you trust everyone because you have to.
And last question, if Keeley says stick or twist, baby, what are you doing?
Whatever she wants to do, really. What do you want to do, kid? What do you want to do?
Swim when this is over.
Okay.
That is the right answer. Congratulations. I have to admit, I'm a bit struck because your character is so poignant and formidable, and she has this undercurrent of influence. How did it feel to play her, and how did you get into character?
Well, to be honest, the turnaround between being offered the job and starting shooting was so fast that we kind of hit the ground running. I think what's wonderful is that she has such different relationships with all the different characters that it almost makes her a bit of an enigma, which was kind of fun to play. She has a very complex history with her father that she's slightly run away from, and then she's run into the arms of this kind of chaotic, unhinged Harrigan family. Bella definitely seeks solace and fun in Tom Hardy's character of Harry.
Who wouldn't?
I think they just... They really push the boundaries with each other in a witty way. But unfortunately, even he can't stop her from seeking revenge on past issues.
And what's it like to play alongside Tom Hardy in these quite intense scenes?
It's fun. I mean, it's like playing tennis. It's like high intensity tennis, which is the best way to work. And it's honestly with Helen and Pierce also, we have great fun. I think the two of them, I've never seen them play characters like this over their careers, and it's been really delicious to watch them just go to town playing the Harrigans.
Fun and delicious aren't necessarily words I would use to describe the series, but maybe you can tell me a little bit about what it's like off camera with these amazing actors.
Yeah, everyone has got this amazing toolbox that they come with. I mean, the majority cross the genres from theatre to film to television as actors, and it's an incredible ensemble. And so within that, the world's your oyster. You can play, and with Guy at the helm, you kind of know what that stylistically is, and he directs with such kind of pace and drive. He casts well, and the rest is kind of up to us and Jez's wonderful script.
I've heard the word ensemble a few times, and it really seems an ensemble on and off camera. So congratulations, everyone's going to love it.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see what your character causes in the coming episode.
Yeah, you know.
I got the red memo. You got the mobster pinstripe memo.
Too right. That's had to be done.
Two rights make a right.
Yeah, exactly. Had to be done. We're doing MobLand. I've got to be a mobster.
Okay, I have one question for you. Eddie is a troublemaker. He's caused caused quite the mess.
Yep.
Are you a troublemaker in real life?
No, but I had so much fun playing Eddie. Maybe I need to channel it a little bit. Who knows? One thing I will say about Eddie is you couldn't find a more fun person to go on a night out with. So I'm trying to be that guy.
If you want to end up with Tom Hardy chasing you down after, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe I'll just take him with me. I'm sure we get.
Some people would like that. I do know that for a fact.
Yeah, I'd like that too.
So how did you get into this character if you are not a troublemaker in your real life?
I guess it was all for me about feeling expensive as Eddie Harrigan, because he's part of this family. They're at the very top of the crime empire across the whole of Europe. And I wanted him to be like a prince or a king in waiting, because he wants to take over the family business. So I had the bleach blonde hair, I had the designer suits. I wanted to have all the gear to feel like the part, and I did feel like the part, so that was good.
You know, I was inspired by Blood. What were you inspired by?
Well, of course, obviously the same.
Yeah.
And Fire.
And Fire,
Yeah.
which that lawyer character of yours has immediately out of the gate. The women in this series carry a really powerful undercurrent, but you know, I noticed in the first 2 episodes, they're still dealing with some outdated perceptions. Like Zasha gets a backhanded comment about her driving. Seraphine's brother is talking about her attractiveness. Can you talk about that nuance and why it was perhaps so important to you to play such a powerful woman?
Well, isn't that ever the case? I mean, whenever there's one step forward with kind of a women's movement, there's always a backlash. So I don't think misogyny is going to go anywhere, and particularly in this kind of, I don't know, unreconstructed, male-dominated world. But so Ronan Bennett, who wrote this series, he wrote Top Boy, and I've long been a fan of his work, but I think in particular for his female characters, he really lets rip with female characters, and he sent me the script about this, I think during the summer, and I was so excited. I read it in one sitting, and I love the character of Maeve as well. It's not just my own character. I love all the female characters in this. O'Hara is exciting because she's just this tough, intelligent, take-no-nonsense, shrewd, driven individual that it's a lot of fun to play, right?
Shrewd complimentary. We're taking it back. Your half-brother in the show is talking about your attractiveness. You know, Zasha gets a backhanded compliment about driving after she's just got them out of a deathly chase.
Such a good driver, isn't she?
Such an incredible driver, whether real life or not. So can you talk a little bit about that nuance and how it felt to play such a powerful character?
It felt amazing to play a powerful character, especially a character who is not afraid to take up her space. And especially with Serafina, she's, you know, sort of the odd one out in a way. She's the only half sister. She is aware that she's the result of a one-night stand that he's had. So that normally would make you shrink. That's not made her shrink. You know, that's made her, take up her space. Maeve, don't like me, I'm going to get up in your face. And it's also made her a hustler. And she's driven by power and she's driven by money. And she has that Harrigan DNA running so deep inside of her. And it's been the best to play that. I've loved every minute of it.
Speaking of which, what's it like to play opposite Dame Helen Mirren?
The most wonderful experience ever. Like, she's a beautiful human. She gave me the biggest hug on day one and said, I don't mean any of it. And she's so generous. She's so, she holds such a beautiful space. She's Dame Helen Mirren for a reason. I get it.
I love that she apologized to you for what she said in character.
She did, I know, and that's what I mean. You don't have to do that, but she's queen.
How did you get into such a badass character?
Yeah. Well, for me, it's different, you know, because this character is a really tough guy. Help Harry all the time. Harry almost never needs help, but when he needs something, call me. And Sonia is the other character, is always with me and with Harry. I don't know, it's great. It's really great.
And this series is all about, do you trust them, do you not trust them? The scene that I liked in the first 2 screeners that I saw was that car chase. Would you trust Zasha to drive you around like that in real life?
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's amazing. I tried.
What was it like to work with the rest of this incredible cast and Guy Ritchie specifically as a director?
Wow, for me it's incredible, because for me it's the best time in this great big show like this with Tom, with Helen, with Helen, Pierce. For me it's unbelievable.
Being in a room or working with them is pretty cool in general. I mean, coming over to London as well, I'm the only American, I'm pretty sure, on the show. So coming over to London, living there, and then working with just absolute legends from that area has just been amazing. So, and they're great people. So.
I'm glad to know they're great people, even if they weren't. They're such good actors. I think we'd let it go.
Yeah, you would have to, right?
Yeah, you
but
have
no,
to.
but they're all super nice, which made it very pleasant.
What do you hope people take away from this show? Because it's not exactly a show where you're seeing yourself necessarily in these particular lives, but people are going to resonate with it in some way. So what do you hope viewers watch and resonate with?
I would say the family aspect and the loyalty aspect more than anything. I don't know if they should resonate with the crime part of it, but everything else has good core values, I would say.
I don't know if my grandmother's bringing party favors to my room when I'm sulking, but
Right.
hey.
Yeah, my grandma
A good
neither.
grandma nonetheless.
Yeah.
Right?
But it'd be pretty great to have Pierce and Helen as grandparents, though.
Congratulations on such a sexy, slick, smart series. What was it like to work with this formidable cast?
It was amazing. I was in there with some heavyweights. So it was really, really nice. You know, I learnt a lot. It was great going in there and having some, particularly later on in the series, I get some great scenes with Pierce and Helen. Incredible to watch her work as well. Really learnt a lot, actually, from both of them.
I have the urge to ask two questions. One is the viewer in me. I sense that you will be going toe to toe. So what was it like to act alongside those living legends in scenes that are intense like that?
Great, because that's what you want. You want to work with the best people out there, and they are. This is a great role for Pierce as well. Really great. Really gets to show his full, abilities. You know, because I don't know, maybe, sometimes when you've been an iconic character like James Bond, that can do great things, and also it can sort of typecast a little bit. But Pierce is a formidable actor, and he really gets to show what he's about in this particular show. So, and Helen's just like a legend too, so.
A dame, properly.
A dame,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and the reporter in me wants to ask the second part of that question, which is, what did you learn on this set as an actor? How did your craft grow personally?
Oh, the ease, the space. Talking about acting is so naff. But if I was a musician talking about playing, people would accept it. But actors, it seems a bit naff. But Pierce, just the space he created when he was doing monologues and working, how he worked with the text was amazing. And Helen, there's one of the episodes later on, she delivers some lyrics from the Metallica song Enter Sandman.
Wow.
And it was a real moment for me doing this scene with her, because I insult her in this scene and she stands up and quotes the Metallica song, and the way she did it was an absolute masterclass. I went, wow, okay.
Okay, spoiler alert, we need to watch that. That's a worthy spoiler. Helen Mirren doing Metallica.
Yeah.
Like the video? Then hit the button, or better yet, drop us a comment. Then check out our latest videos here. And don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button here for more celebrity interviews and entertainment news.